Hello, welcome. It's Romantic Developer, the late night box, and it's stream number 187. Yes, probably yes. So today I don't have a way to check the sound, so if anyone could confirm that sound is coming, it would be nice and fine. Um, so welcome to the stream. First of all, let's start our chats, and to start our chats we need to execute some of the code. You know, normally I'm started by hand every time I'm go and checking my latest um, stream ID and then provide it to my bot and like this. So, oh no, it's transcriber. My bot is like that Python live bot, and that would be my live ID. But I think why it couldn't be implemented, of course, reasonably, um, automatically or semi-automatically. I'm just start my, I don't know, live infra, and that's it. So to make that happen, oh, it's our recent uh, try to guess a lotteries result. So I'll tell you after some time, after a week, if it was successful or not. But of course, it wouldn't be successful because it's too hard to win lottery by just very simple predictions. Why? Why? Because. So let's use terminal. I like command prompt. Let's use Python prepare LLM query. We have our query, and we can ask our our ChatGPT. Let me see which I have on the desktop. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3. And give me a second. I just probably want fit few screens, and here I will have something like that. Give me 1 second. Let's now to you. Okay. Anyway, anyway. Let's transition back. Hey, normally when I start streaming, I am executing something like Let's say what we executing normally. Mm, Something like my live stream ID and my live stream ID is current live stream on my channel, which can be authenticated by using token JSON in default configurations. A live chat bot I is using AI bot configuration. Let's separate it just to know its special parameter. So it uses that configuration and okay, it uses that configuration and and connect to and need my live chat stream ID to connect to. Write me all required code into separate file which I can execute to start to find latest stream ID in my default config and start both files. I want to see their output, so it would be beneficial if you can start them as two separate processes with Y output. I am using my Windows machine. Here is my full code to help you. And let's go and copy our combined files for LLM. Oh, it's actually prom. I'm going to use actually O1, not prom. Why? Because of course O1 would be much faster. And in many simple cases, O1 model provides pretty reliable results. So you really don't need use O1 Pro all the time. Also, I use O1 Pro, but for really complex tasks because it can do better reasoning um, and it could find some issues which O1 probably couldn't find. So Pro is worse. It's addition PRO, but for general development, and I believe for like 95, maybe to 97 usage case, even with coding, O1 is beneficial. It's just faster. It's the reasoning. It doesn't do huge amount of reasoning, but it's totally fine. It still provides the best results. So okay. So we are writing right now a small program with help of ChatGPT, which allow us to execute all our infra to run our chat live bot, transcription service, and probably we'll do few small additions to our um, two small additions to our yeah, YouTube AI helper, which now also contains um, files for live chatbot with tool support. Basically, it's AI agent in terminology of current world because it's running continuously during the stream. It's making its own decision of uh, which commands to reply and how. Each it using some tools, so it could read news using news API and could read previous streams. It could summarize multiple previous streams, of course, using some of them on my local machine folders, and it could access current stream context. So let's see what we've received. Let's read very first. It didn't sync too long, by the way, so it's nice. Um, so it start live helpers. Use existing token.js and to authenticate to YouTube. Attempt to find current active live stream on your channel. If none is found, it's fall back to the most recently completed stream. It's bad. Launch the new Windows console windows. Okay, it's what we need. This specific command start command K on Windows. It's open to new terminal windows. If you prefer everything in one console or need cross-platform behavior, you can adjust the code to use sub-process pop open in another way. Okay, so let's copy and review what we are doing here in Visual Studio, how to use. Save the above snippets and your configuration folder where you have, okay, open terminal, run, find the active live stream if any, otherwise to fall back, open to new windows. Okay, and it's if you need a change, please find active last stream ID. Okay, so let's go here. Let's create new file, live stream helper file. Let's insert everything. Execute main. In main, let's make the all code slightly bigger. So for that, we just increase the font size. Okay. So find last active stream. No active stream found aborting. Launch bot with that video ID. Subprocess pop open command. Pop open shell true. Start. Okay, Python main. Okay. Um, it sounds okay. Let's review because we need start them in our virtual environment in Python, correct? So it's the one probable issue here, but it's doing pretty cool. So, and let's see. Those will read. Okay. Find active or last stream ID. Attempt to find. Config. So from config load, and let's use also config and whisper config. Config is default config. So we do like this. That is bad thing. Try to find search response updater service search live execute search items get if items return. Okay, otherwise couldn't find active stream. And get last streams, it's not something we need. Okay, it's duplicating, but it's fine. Okay, looks good. Let's call it find active stream ID. And here as well. Okay, overall looks good. Here is my latest code. Let's ask how we could execute them in virtual environment. But I need to execute both programs in the virtual Python virtual env. It could be activated as vn scripts activate. Can you please update the code? So I understand that probably we could just put in one line start cmd and what is the key parameter? Cmd help key carries out the command specified by starting by string but remains. Okay, so it just execute command and it's not complete the session, but so probably here we just need to do activation and then Python live stream transcriber, but I don't know how to divide them. How to divide the program between in the MS-DOS environment. Even probably I know that before, but right now I. So virtual environment, OS pass join apps pass vn. It's already replied. By the way, it's sync not too long, as you see, 44 seconds. For Pro version, it's very fast. Okay, it's something, it remained. Okay, activate OS pass absent. OS pass is file when activate cannot find. Call and okay, so they basically use that Python and set it. Okay, I mean, it's probably not what we really need, but let's copy everything with that amount of comments. Maybe now let's copy the full implementation of main. So I just looking actually about that, how to call two commands in line. And alternate approach would be use the virtual Python directly. Virtual environment Python. Okay, so we can use Python from scripts to execute that, which also makes sense. Okay, let's go here and replace all the code with our new code. And here we just need to do something like that. Okay, looks good. Let's go and test it. Oh, actually, we are already in virtual environment. Maybe we don't need to do that all. I just understand that. But okay, let's try Python live stream helper. So it basically executed both. So now we have a lot of chats here. Good thing. Uh, really? Yeah, looks like I couldn't combine them. Yes, looks like I couldn't combine them. Let's just have them both here. So right now, at least we can confirm that our live chatbot is connected and it's live now and it's doing good. So now we need to fix few things with live chatbot. So it's something I'm going to do right away. And our live chatbot is here. You know, it's just interesting. What if I'll put something like new file and call start or like stream bat and I just put Python. Will you help me? I need live. No. Live stream. Come on. So Python live stream helper. And let's just execute new command prompt. Okay. Let's try to find our Python. Okay. Let's find how to our bots. Let's call them. Let's just uh, stream. And it says, okay. Yeah, probably all that sync with. We're just trying to write something like, okay, now we can just write stream. The only thing that it will not work from everywhere. Okay, and using our transcript, which we already started before. Yeah, and our live chatbot reconnected to our live chat once again. Okay, so we can now just go and execute stream uh, just from our folder. I think that would be it. We probably can even create a shortcut and just specify run in the folder, in that folder. It will speed up the things, how we can start our stream. Nice. Now let's go to live chat bot. Okay. Let's probably try to here. Thank you. Um, I now I want to do several changes to my live chat bot functionality. First, it should include most recent con it should include most recent context of transcribed live stream, maybe recent characters before replying to the question. Second, it couldn't include you in the responses. Current live chat bot by code is, and let's remember what we have for our AI configuration. We have our chatbot response. Chatbot response txt config and and message filter. Also, I want to include the same context to um, filter decision making function if we should skip any message. Okay, and now we just want to ask, please provide the best code to fulfill the need, to fulfill my needs. Okay, so fulfill my needs. Mm, please don't remove code that you will not touch. I understand that it's not so clever command, but sometimes in attempt to provide only useful code, it could just throw out some of the existing code, and because we're trying to get and link in past and present, I like that. So the question is O1 Pro is a AI agent itself? Because it's the reasoning. How is the reasoning? Will it use? Of course, it could use some functions. It could update its memory and choose some solution, or maybe it could use some tooling, like I don't know, if it's working with code, it could use execute code, compare, etc., etc. And once it provides the final response, maybe it's the full AGI client. Of course, it's not as helpful as fully developed AI. I mean, AI agent for like software developer, but it's very good AI agent for providing a response. So we are moving from from simple prediction from LLM to more complex AI agentic prediction. Includes the last 100 characters of real-time transcribes context in both message. Remove you everything else in your code remains unchanged. Okay. So fetch recent transcript chars. Okay, max chars as full text, live chat bot. Call tool, connect to live stream. So let's review. Should respond to message, context length, context user metadata. If after name else nothing, fetch recent transcript chars message. system. Here's the last about of live stream and its system. Nice. We have two system messages. Two system messages. Message filter prompt and okay. And handle message. Append. Recent bench transcript char. System message. Here's the last conversation history. And most probably we will not add into the conversation history. Yeah, those context. So it would be still not so full. Okay, looks good. Maybe you know what? Let's very quickly compare. Let's very quickly compare just to make sure that it didn't change too much. So it's our new code and let's copy our old code. Live chatbot. It would be maybe first to compare and it would be compare. So added new. It removed some of the load file content system prompt pass. Okay. Skip message. Okay. Just do some rearrangements here. Rearrangements. Additional content. Grab that and update. Okay. And we again add in that. Live chat ID. Okay, just rearranging without you. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's go and update that. And let's go to our configuration. Your helpful assistant with ability to call these tools. You are a helper which lives in YouTube live chat for the active stream. Remember to answer user questions. Please hard limit your answers to 200. Use plain text. You can use icon or emoji. How to say emojis. Okay. You can use emojis. If helpful and appropriate in your message history, you could see sometimes like you see something like it is not part of it, but added to help you identify chat participants. Their messages don't include such construction in your reply. Okay, please don't include. Okay, it will. Please use. Let's see. Okay, item stream. So as part of this system instruction, You will be provided with the last transcribed um, text, transcribed text and text. Okay, and message filter. Let's use the same sync message filter, and let's start with here. Your helper, which lives in YouTube live chat, so as part, analyze the user message along with the recent conversation history and recent streamer uh, transcribed context. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. So we did the changes. Now we can test the bot. Maybe you know what? Let's do another thing. Using live chat bot. Let's go to our ChatGPT. Here is my recent code. Live chat bot by and chatbot response. Chatbot response txt. Sometimes chatbot response doesn't fit into two characters limit suitable for YouTube comment. Please update the code and system prompt for the chatbot to allow it to return multiple messages. Implement in case of need. Of course, in that case, each message should be limited to 200 characters, but overall size is not limited. Let's limit it to 5 messages per response or, mm, or 100 characters. Please help me with code and instructions to implement this. So let's see what it will propose. Because we saw that, especially if we talk about some news or ask chatbot to summarize something, it didn't fit in 200 characters limit for YouTube live chat. So we are looking how we can do it, like maybe several messages. Let's see what O1 Pro is thinking. Of course, we can do something like, stream, like structured output, where it could return it as array of strings, and each string should be hard limited to 200 characters, of course. But in time of O1 Pro or O1, they don't have knowledge about structured output. It was implemented pretty recently. And when I say recently, of course, it would be maybe 7, 8 months not 18 months, maybe even 10 months, maybe even a year. Yeah, I heard about it maybe half a year ago, maybe slightly later, about the structured outputs. And of course, it's helping a lot to receive results in exact shape as you wish. So it's a very really cool feature. But I believe in that particular case, it's possible to get results in some simple way as well. Add instruction by splitting large response into multiple 200 checked messages. Example, you may split it into multiple messages, each is total no more than 500 messages. Really? Split into chunks, handle message. Now you split into chunks right before posting. And split into chunks, text, max chunks, max total, chunks. Append start end. If length chunks equal max chunks and start. Okay, we just add something. Okay, it did pretty simple work as you see. It just, it just, so when we respond here, it just say chunks and send that number of messages into chat. Okay, it's very simple implementation. I'd say it's very simple. Okay, let's go and implement it and test it. Uh, Probably we can try with structured streaming. I like it more, but let's implement at least something. So let's just insert what we have. Oh, really? Okay, it has everything chunks. Okay, looks good. Now, let's see if we can handle the chunk. Split into chunks. Let's go up. Of course, it looks like utilitarian functions, except fetch recent transcript. Oh, it also looks like utilitarian functions with current real-time context. I mean, it's so simple. It should be not in functions at all. And let's go into our message. And let's go to the stream message field, chatbot responses. Which is a total no more than. Of course, it's not exactly will be properly processed, but let's at least try. No. Okay, so let's exit our chatbot. No. Let's see. Okay. We don't have a way how to we call it. Do we have live stream ID? Let's copy that live stream ID and execute it in that chat. Okay. Python live 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 chat bot, stream ID. Okay, we configured everything and it say hi the last time. Let's go here and let's quickly, oh, probably we need to go here and go to romantic developer. Let's go to the chat and let's open our chat here. Okay, so we could see now summarize last streams. Summarize last streams. Let's see the output. It's not handle messages immediately because it's our test application. It has some limits. So it get last 5 streams. Looks good. Tool used more or less good. It found all the last streams. It tried to find everything and it's sending chunk 1 of 5. Here's the summary. First, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Let's see how it looks in the chat. Here's summary of the last 5 streams from late night talks with romantic. 186 focused on technical issues, vector databases, and AI. 145 and discussed querying vector database for audio transcripts, while also explored AI application for lottery predictions. Stream 185 features the development of live transcriber tool and chatbots, the host described challenges. 84 covered AI agents, tools for automations. Okay, and 183 discussed AI tools for content creation, particularly AI. Hello, Ladra Prince. Yes, I don't like ensuring, allowing for better interaction and so on. So I don't like when it's split in the middle of the word, but it's really hard to understand how we can do it in different way. Also, yeah, it's try to respond in some markdown format here as well. Okay. Anyway, now it's doing uh, something more interesting. Something more interesting. So, and it's not only for summary of the current stream, but it should include summary of what I'm talking when I'm taking a decision if it should respond or not. And right now it shouldn't reply with you or he or like you, like before. Okay, it's not the best, but at least it's something. Okay. The, okay. And the other feature I thought about what would be cool while we're doing the streams, uh, it would be interesting if it could synthesize some comments from people which um, talking not to bot but to for example to streamer host. So in that case, I could hear them. I could enable sound on my computer, and once someone push something to the chat, because on my main screen, as you see, when I'm looking at, you see it on your screens as well. I don't have any chat or something. Sometimes I have on different screen. Sometimes it's covered by something, so I can miss multiple comments, especially when I deep into something. So if it could just tell if it's not exactly to chatbot but to streamer that with some voice, maybe it would be cool. It's one of the last thing I thought what would be the helpful thing from chatbot, and we could implement that, and then we could try to implement all of that as AI agent in different architecture. Yes, I'm still, by the way, reading that articles mm, with trying to get more context because it's actually yeah providing some interesting practices for creating nice agents and yeah I already changed uh, my vision of if I even need to start implementing that or not several times while I'm reading. So, but yeah, I'm just dropping a link. It's quite interesting article. So hopefully it would be interesting for you as well. It's on Anthropic. It's developer of cloud system. It's one of the best system for uh, creating a code or working on the code at the moment. Uh, at least it's, I'd say, probably on the similar level as O1 Pro or One models. Sometimes maybe even beating it. It's worse than O3, but O3 is very experimental, very high valued, and we still don't have it available. Yes, we don't have it. Let's see the news because we could miss something. So it's just Sora, GPT Pro, the search, business developers. So it the latest. No, no, no. It's not the latest. It's from December 17. So you see, not much, not much information. And if you go to the platform, OpenAI, do they have some blog or something? Platform? Oh, OpenAI.com. My bot don't have access to the internet, believe me. It doesn't have the tool, so it understands that it's effective agents. Probably it's in the articles URL itself. Yes, building effective. Okay, yes, Anthropic building effective agents. It's what it get from the article text itself, not from the content. But it's that time it was right, and I like its emotions. I mean emojis. uh, yeah, sometimes it's doing fun things. Meet models, quick start models. Do they have something like blog or something? Help center, cookbook status. What is cookbook? The latest. Is it the latest? October? Popular? Featured? New APIs? Featured October? All. Okay. And we can look how to use usage API and cost API to monitor reasoning over code quality and security in GitHub pull request, embedding Wikipedia articles for search. Yeah, get actions library, Tray AI APM, actions library, Google Calendar, Workday, vision fine tuning. So a lot of interesting articles, by the way, here in Cookbook. So maybe it's something I can look. And for contribution, I believe you need to create some of, I see. I believe it's, yeah, how you, okay. So basically article in shape of notebooks. Interesting. Okay. So no news about O3, at least from what I see. No news about O3. So yeah, let's look into that. So we are on the thing how to say it. Let's ask our the latest GPT for or. I have a chatbot. We can even send it its content, of course. I want it to decide if user if user question is addressed to the streamer and make it audible on my computer. In other words, makes text to speech and play it on my computer. If it contains some bad words, it should pick how to say pick them, create some funny noise instead of such words. Can you help me implement and provide some ideas for that? Let's see, it will probably will search the internet and text to speech, what we can use. Python text to speech. Profanity, better profanity. Okay, it's used anything with run and wait, say spoken text, test for integration. Is it possible to implement with OpenAI SDK? Uh, will it be more professional? So let's see. Yes, possible to implement text in a chatbot using OpenAI service, which can enhance. Here's how to achieve the text-to-speech integration. OpenAI offers text-to-speech API that allows OK, setup, API access, sign in, OK, obtain endpoint, text-to-speech, TTS, and US mail. Really? Audio data response, so text and write output. That function sends OpenAI API and saves the result to audio file to filter inappropriate words. OpenAI moderation, really? Help you identify content that violates usage policies. Example, integration TTS and profanity filter together is addressed to the streamer message if text appropriate message, text to speech message. Image contain appropriate content. Exiting. Handle profanity in speech. During speech send, you can process the text line before sending it to TS API. Create input text, collect words, response categories. If word and collect words, text replace, beep. Consideration, pricing start per 100 input characters. So like 1.5 cents per 1000. Probably still will not add much to my current paycheck. Mm, Can you double check about the latest OpenAI decay syntax? Are they updated? OpenAI response updated approach handling. Really, can you now please return me all the methods with their full implementation in updated SDK way? So, okay, completion create, okay, functions. I mean, not that thing. Create user. What's the news today? Censor profanities. Handle message. Censor profanity. Mm. And now my initial request. Let's find our initial request. And our initial request would be this. So let's get some response and try to implement it in our way. So is message for streamer? Yes or no? Result, return result, yes. So live chat bot, okay. All tools should respond to message. Let's put it here. So in that case, because it's method of the class, we should do that. And we need to have user meta. Okay, also probably all of that information as well. User text. Okay. And text length as well. Okay. And then we have message. And it would be maybe context length 10 in that case. And then we will ask the same message append recent history, message, role, user, append, context, user metadata, user text, response, and oh, result is response like that. Logger, message is for streamer, response for comment from user metadata, content is content, return content equals yes. Okay, so we defined if you want to reply to the questions. Mm, So it's not the question I expect. Let's go back to our live chatbot. Here, censor, no, no, no. Probably creating chat composition, no, 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 no. Censor text. OpenAI moderation. Let's go to our docs. Let's go to our moderation. Omni moderation. Client moderation, create Omni. Latest. Input text to classify and response is applied input tag. Does it something like quick start? Yeah, it said quick start. Moderate text input. Okay. So let's ask, using the SDK described here, please write a function censor text where you will replace bad words with beep. Will it do that? We'll see. Also, let's quickly see how it's going to is addressed to stream. Is text appropriate, text speech. Okay. Is text appropriate, moderation input results. Okay. Text to speech. Let's put it somewhere here. And let's open text to speech in our text to speech over here. Okay, what is our current response to the moderation? Censor text, response categories, moderation, create input text. Let's use docs and moderation once again. Client moderation create. Censor text. Okay, it again. Oh, moderation. It could be not so simple. Maybe we need to test something like in our test not test. Uh, really? Okay, we have our OpenAI. Okay, let's copy, insert it here, and then let's go to aberration and just go here. OpenAI. OpenAI version. So AI client we have. Let's just try something like client moderations create input. Omni, something like that, and it would go like that, and it should have a response. And let's just print response. Iteration create response, model omni, results harassment false, false. Assigned. Maybe we could also import just to be look better. Print from. Okay, vice versa. From print import print, and in that case we just could not print but pp print response. Oh, we haven't executed that. Now it should do it better. Really? No, it doesn't work. There is no such method. Okay. But it should probably properly. No, it doesn't want print our responses 3. Only if you probably have data. No, it doesn't have the data. Doesn't has no attribute data really. Okay. Response. harassment, implicit self-sexual. Okay, let's go to our Z thing, and we just say something like that, and we need some model. Okay, censor text, and let's just use censor text. Hate you so much. And it says response results. It has no, okay, it's not subscriptable, which makes sense. Quick start. And we just use official SDK, libraries. What if we say that it would be for or? Provide me a simple moderation example with the latest model. Click start this here. Install text. So again, response is big letter. Python. OpenAI Python. And they have very recently update moderation. Really? Let's search in here. Moderation. What we see, moderation endpoint schema mismatch. It's in issues, pull request, discussions, commits. No code, really. Oh, really? And discussions, migration guide. Okay. Commits, pull request. Add Omni moderation model. September. It was long ago. So looks like they have some moderation, but it's, it's not exactly well described. So let's quickly see. It should be fine. Let's insert code. And we have results. We have response results. Yes, response results. So let's just use that response results. Categories. No, it will not work because we need to do something like that. With dot, of course. Okay. Maybe it would be very simple because they actually don't change a lot, but categories, category. Okay, not subscriptable. Really? It should be, oh. So hate. How you could call it? Maybe like get hate? No? because of the following exceptions. So it's some dynamic code execution. Yes, get. Uh, I just don't know how to do that. Of course, it should be something like that, but it doesn't have. Let's quickly ask ChatGPT because moderation is important. Why? Because if I allow something to be told on my streams, I don't want that people just start go and send some messages with some bad words, with hate speech. I don't want to be, yeah, it's just asked loud. I said aloud. You understand why? Because not only because I don't like it, not only because YouTube can uh, flag my streams and my account, but I don't think it's the right thing. It's how developers should create secure applications. You should think about something at the beginning. And of course, it will help if you ever want to productize that approach by someone. I have a list of categories like like, and we have a list of categories like I can access them as because they are attributes of the class. Can I can access them as what is the best approach to fix my code? And we have that code. Well, it's just Python question. Get attribute. And what I did wrong? Let's try it once again. Hate. Get it. Okay. I just put get attribute as a full name. No, the above wasn't direct cause of the exception. Okay. Categories object has no attribute get attr. Okay, let's see how they allowed want me to do that. Censor text, profane, any. Okay. Basically, they asked me to do something like that. Categories hate. Oh, okay. I need to pass as it's basically not method of any class like in some languages, but get attribute category false. And I say true, it will return false. Because yeah, just look, for example, like that. And it will return true because there are no attribute hate. Okay. False. Okay. That's it. Word response, check each word using the moderation API. Call OpenAI moderation API response. If word text split, censored words in words categories. If any, join censored return censored word. words, text split, censored words, and it's return text. Okay, it just say for, oh, I see. It's trying to do, it's trying to do the things like especially for text. And if there are any text, then it's try to split by words. It's okay. I mean, any if word, omni word results categories, beep append word. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Print. Hit sensor category. Hate rating. Interesting. And if I do something like that, hate rating, false. So yeah, I could call it like that. Interesting, interesting. So it says that the text doesn't contain any of those categories: hate, sexual, violence. Really? Moderation, violence, graphic violence, sexual, text and image, text only, hate, treating, harassment. So categories all false, violence true, category scores. Single frame of war movie, violence, moderation and classified text. Examples using our official SDK. Yeah, probably not. Python. Let's see. API reference, grid moderations. I want to kill them. Let's use it. Let's use in my test. I want to kill them. Print. Hit sensor category. Category is not defined. Category, really? Oh, yeah. No. If any. Okay. Really, yeah, here we don't have that. At least now it would find something. I want to beep them. Yes, cool. And we send it better input. Text moderation 007. Model, learn more in the moderation guide. Model here, moderation object. Text, okay. Assassins create assistant assassins. um, the model available for that endpoint. Text moderation latest Omni. Model snapshot support more category. Okay, text model moderation. Okay. Quick start. Open to. It's what we know. Moderation. Omni moderation. Omni currently points to Omni. Text moderation latest. Text moderation stable. Text moderation latest. We don't need Omni. We don't need all of those. How you use your data. Bug gauge. Okay. Default usages and points policies. Okay, and here, quick start. It's something we already seen. So let's come here and just specify the model like that and like that. And from here, let's go here. Return me the full list of content moderation categories from S Python list of strings. Let's include all categories, correct? Yeah, we need to start that list, of course, and end that list. So I want to text moderation latest. Okay, I want to beep them. I hate everyone so much. Okay, it's not moderation, probably. And if it says something like that, yeah, it's run forward. Okay, it's not doing exactly what I want. No. Text moderation latest. Oh, probably it's hit some category, yes. Any iterable. Oh, we replaced the wrong place. Text moderation latest, but here we want text moderation result first. Do we have something like first? Yeah, I need to learn Python probably. How to get the first one. How to get all true as a Stream. You don't understand me? Okay, flagged categories. Flagged categories. If flagged categories, do we have something like len? Yeah, looks like len. Then we just can use something like z gets moderation results. It's moderation harassment. Okay. Mm. Harassment. Okay. And then when we try to identify each word, it's not. Um, let's ask this code identify properly that text have a category, but when it tries to beep it, it couldn't find any word. Instead of splitting text into individual words and losing context, try contextual censoring. Use phrases or sentences, not single words. Reasoning categories, category if length, flagged patterns. Add more patterns as needed. Flagged patterns, censor text, replace flagged word with beep. Self-harm. For pattern and flag pattern, censored pattern. Oh, really? It want me to put all the words possible here. Mm, mm-hmm. No, no, no. It wouldn't work. Really? I don't care. Oh, raise that. Right. Limited words. I want to do it. Okay. So leverage OpenAI moderation API. Okay, but yeah, it's what something we try to do. Flagged text, censor text, beep, return text. If flagged categories, okay, it just beep. Let's do like that. You know, let's don't do any words. Maybe we can slightly decrease number of profane categories, or we can look also on the indexes on our decision when to return beep. But yeah, it's better than, so it's beep. Oh, it doesn't understand me. You is illegal, everyone so much. Yeah, so nice to meet you, etc. Of course, it wouldn't censor text. So censor text is done. Let's leave the simplified version, but I'm more than sure it will not allow some bad text. All that's all the best. Of course, it will do so. All the people should die. Beep. Violence, harassment's written. Three categories, really. Yeah, so we hit the jackpot. Okay. Um. Okay, it's good. All should die. And if I said peacefully, beep. Violence, harassment written. Everyone has a right to die. Nice. That not triggered everyone anything because it's not written. It's just, some philosophy, even with word die and die peacefully. So you see, it's really not as bad. I couldn't say if it's too smart, but it's not bad. So let's say it's fine. Now we have our censorship, censor text. We can even insert in our code right away. Live chat bot, where is it? Live chat bot. Connect to the stream. Uh, let's censor text, and it would be self text. Call OpenAI moderation. Client. Do we have client here? Self client. Okay, let's just use self client client. Of course, the censorship should go to the AI client class for sure. Let's just implement it very quickly and then just do the better later. Okay, and model probably could be part of configuration as well. So, okay, what else? It's our censorship text, and that's it. How we decided to use OpenAI to talk something. It's moderation, API reference, no moderation, models, no assistant API. Let's text to speech. Endpoint based on text-to-speech mode. It comes with 6 built-in voices and can be used to produce spoken audio, give real-time audio output using streaming. Here's example. Please note that you're required to provide a clear disclosure to end users that the TTS voice they're hearing is AI generated. Okay. It would be as simple as this. Stream to file, audio quality, voice options. It's in my headphones right now. And let's see how long is the stream. And stream is about 2 hours. Probably for those 2 hours, Yeah, I leave it for tomorrow, and maybe we will be able to have better understanding of agentic word as well. Again, right now our live chatbot is some custom implementation of agentic application, of course. Why? Because it's Mhm. Okay, no way to control emotions. So of course, current thing is agentic because you see, we executed it. It executed completely like on its own, and okay, it's still here. So it's executed on its own. It's making decision, and then it will make a decision where to reply, where to not reply, what to reply, what functions to use. It's also and also when to uh, echo your text as a sound to me, so I wouldn't miss important messages from the chat. So it's pretty self-aware agentic chatbot with its own, I'd say, algorithms, its own behavior, which I couldn't surely predict every time. And it learned from the stream, from its previous responses, from everything, because we maintain some context window. Of course, it's not learned from stream to stream. It doesn't prepare its own database, yes, of some good rules or good practices. I don't know what could be here interesting, which could be added by us as well. Maybe it's not, but yeah, as of now, it's not, let's say, a lot of self learn or self aware. What I mean, it's not building um, something which it will use in future stream, except the stream content. Of course, it will be accessing the most recent stream content every time you ask, every time you talk to it, every time you just write a message. So yeah, but it couldn't learn and couldn't modify its behavior yet. Uh, so it's nice. Woohoo! And really, I am not sure if we want that. Mm, maybe. Oh, open source models. You know, yes, I'm ChatGPT already replied something. Let me look on some bigger screen. So it says, yes, many functionalities can be achieved. They provide flexibility. Okay, models like Hugging and Face Transform, OpenAI GPT-2, GPT-3 can be. Okay, GPT-3 is not open source, of course. However, the performance may vary. Okay, and so, for example, even for our things like moderation, like censorship, initially, uh, ChatGPT provided us some responses. If you remember that, if you go to the very first response, it's provided us a way without any paid resources, of course. So it used by the speech library just to generate the text. It's surely not require any. It will be generated on your local device, of course. And better profanity, it's again something which could be executed on the mm, handle to message is addressed to censorship censor text. Let's see the censor text, ensure offline functionality. So better profanity, we just do censor the text. It's again local model. So all of those are local. All of those possible to do locally and completely for free. Again, I'm right now looking into, I couldn't say the most advanced bot. I'm looking into providing a better bot for very low cost. So, because, yeah, because, for example, with voice, we could compare probably tomorrow what we will receive from that PyText SX3. I just very quickly look what is that model in Python, and does it has any, so speak this text. Do we have full documentation of the library? Text-to-speech platform, supported synthesizers, and what it does, it has, so it uses some Windows internal synthesizers of the text, of course, because Windows is accessible machine. It has some synthesizers, so you could navigate uh, uh, all the interface, even if you have not very good mm, eyes, so not a very good sight and problems with that. It will allow you, so synthesization on Windows is pretty cool. But from other side, models from ChatGPT, which synthesize the voice, much more professional, and they create a feeling of much more live human than such synthesizers. So it's just question of overall proficiency. Of course, there are also models which you can download from like Hugging Face, from other resources, which could synthesize voice, even very cool with emotions and very close to some human. I also tried that in past, but then when I need to synthesize a big amount of the text, I used Azure functionality, text to speech, their Azure cognitive services, and they use some multiple voices, which are really cool. And because in multiple voices, you can control also emotions um, and tone, everything. It's so cool. It's great when you need to create some text. It's doing very cool. But it's, yeah, costs some money. Of course, you can do something for free locally. You need resources of your machine, or you can do it with for some money with people who like spent a lot of investment to make it more proficient. So, and I use more proficient things just to, yeah, to please myself with more professional audio voices with better sensor filter and so on. Everything could be done like for free, but I think that AI model for moderation doing better than offline models. So, for example, of course, we can also try that mm, if there are any requests. But I think even with our experiment like today, when we try to do something like uh, we did several experiments with word die, like everyone uh, has to die. Uh, of course, it would be triggered. Uh, oh, not let's say that. Really? Beep. Why it say has without beep? It's just a mistake. Okay, maybe we need to use offshore. I mean, not offline models. Maybe they're not so bad. Okay, everyone have to die beep. And if you say peacefully, it say not beep. At least that one is a good example why a more smart model is better. Maybe offline models will do even better than that. I'm not sure. Again, I haven't prepared the text specially, but of course it could be multiple ways to tweak it. Yeah. So yeah, but everything could be done locally, and I talked a lot about Llama, which is a good way to execute some local LLM models without any hassle. You can use it as well, and multiple models doesn't require a lot of resources. As I said, I saw some post that some person executed Llama, some model from Llama on very old computer, like 30 years old computer on Windows 95, and he managed to execute it, to run it, and those computer speak to him like LLM model, and then everyone say, oh, why we don't use LLM like for 30 years? Why we using them only now? And yeah, I touched the topic one of my last stream. Okay, so yeah, now time is to wrap up because it's yeah 2 hours. Sorry, we haven't done everything, but we you see it's our current models not so proficient to help us do everything from the first try. And why I'm not using more proficient models like O1 because it doesn't have knowledge and doesn't have internet plugin. That model most probably do it better, but for those models, I need to gather SDK documentation and information that it's used some classes rather than um, uh, dictionaries responses, so it could generate proper code. But yeah, it's probably we can try better models next time. But we are close. I think next time we try some voices and complete that implementation to the end. And yeah, look how we would implement the main cycle of our for that program we have right now to process videos in more agentic way, if it's possible, if it makes sense. So I still need to decide, and I'm reading some literature just to make sure that I'm on the right path. Okay, as always, have a great day. Yeah, have patience to learn, to love, to accept this world as is, and find some joy living in it, and yeah, having your lessons every day, every minute, and every second. And see you on my next streams, which normally start at 10 p.m. Pacific time, but sometimes, especially near weekends, it can be slightly later. So I think that's it. Have a good day. Goodbye.